Roosters, and welcome to the Monday Dump for another week. And if you've been hanging on to it all weekend, you can let it go now with absolute confidence, because it was a fabulous weekend, Roy. It was a Festival of the Boot weekend. It was just fun from start to finish.
It was. Look, the football was great.
Yes.
The football was really good.
Yes.
And I've never been prouder of Lions, or Gorillas as they're known.
Yes.
And I've never been prouder of the Newcastle Knights.
No, Newcastle Knights.
They really came of age,
Yes,
didn't they, those Newcastle Knights?
And I got a bloody big hand from the club, and I'd like to thank the club for this hand. It's just wonderful. Knights.
So the Knights.
I did on the
And
other
isn't
hand.
it great when you're sitting there with someone in front of you with one of those?
Oh, yeah, you can see everything.
You can see everything.
And the Eels people sent in a pair of socks, which I thought was a nice touch too. So I got a big hand and a pair of socks. So I've done pretty well out of the weekend.
No, you've done enormously well. Look, what I took out of it, HG, was the quality of our pre-match entertainment.
It's world-class. World-class.
Well, 12 months ago, we had our closing ceremony, I think on this very day, and we saw some of Australia's greatest stars strutting their stuff and doing Australia proud. And on the weekend, we saw again, I was going to say the best Australia could offer, but I think it's the best the world can offer.
The world, that's right. The world.
The world.
Don't shy away from it.
No.
This is the best the world can offer.
The best the world can offer.
And we go to the AFL and we start with a great group singing those great melodies from yesteryear, Men at Work. Oh. And they've lost nothing, and these songs still talk, don't they,
They do. Yeah, and here's a bloke, I mean, they mime beautifully, and this bloke's so good he can mime both voices.
And look at the kids down the front having the time of their life, jumping up and down, and won't it talk to them?
Yeah.
When their grandparents, and look at the crowd.
The crowd are going berserk.
Absolutely berserk. And now In Excess are up next.
Well, Michael Hutchins has held In Excess back for years.
That's absolutely right. This bloke's bought the best.
Yes, they're alive now.
I know, and he can work with smoke.
Yeah.
Look at this fireworks going off in the background.
And don't fireworks look good during the day?
They do, they're terrific. And there they are there. Magic, absolute magic.
Yeah.
Now, and then, of course, I didn't think that could be top. I was absolutely
I didn't think it could ever be top.
I was rubble, I was burned, I was buggered, I was just,
I know,
you know...
I know, I saw you.
I saw you. Just lying on the floor.
Yeah, I thought you were dead.
After the kiss of life. We went to the Rugby League last night at Stadium Australia, the grand old girl in Sydney, and God almighty, the pre-match entertainment. I mean, I don't know whether... Look, when that helicopter...
I didn't know where to look on a couple of occasions.
I know. It was lewd. And
I had to stay seated.
Yes, that's right. Well, you couldn't stand up.
No.
You know, I mean, otherwise you'd be betraying a lot of interest.
I know, I'd be bashing someone in the back of the head in front of me.
That's right. Betraying a lot of interests that aren't normally associated with rugby league. But having said that, I think it started off beautifully when the helicopter descended, and I was thinking, what the hell is going on here? Has war been declared? Down she comes. Out gets her. I thought Sterlo's going to get out of it.
I thought Normie Rowe.
Normie Rowe was going to get out of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was Gary Sweet.
Yes.
But no, it's Barnsley! Dressed so wonderfully now, so today.
He nearly was killed by the helicopter.
Well, have a look at this. I hope you got some footage. The helicopter can barely take off.
I know, it comes around and nearly kills him.
There is on the wobble.
All over the place.
Yeah, winking a brown eye lewdly at the crowd. I've never seen a helicopter do that before in its life. Then it's on to Marcia Hines.
And look at the note she gets out of her forehead.
Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? Look, I bet you that would sound just as good with a microphone on the floor.
It would.
And then, of course, the William Forsyth dancers. And this is where I got a bit willing for mine.
I didn't know where to look.
No, there was so much to look at, and I couldn't take it all in. I didn't think, hello, I'm at Rugby League or up at Oxford Street somewhere.
Yeah.
You know? And there I was in the middle of it all. And then, of course, all this magic display here, Roy, the buttock work.
The buttock work, the top work, the Dutch wing.
Came back, the Rugby League. It was all there. Oh, no. And this, remind you, this is all before the game, all before a big hit was put in. There's all that hip work going backwards and forwards there that people love. Yeah. And then it was, you know, just kept going and going. And out came the Moulin Rouge. This was all the precursor to the Moulin Rouge song.
Oh, look at that. This is all this voulez-vous coucher avec moi, ce soir.
Yes, that's right.
Which I love.
Yes.
And I think that's... What does that translate as? Would you like to...
Jump into the back of the panel van with me and take your clothes off. And if it's rocking, don't bother knocking. I think that's a literal translation of
That's how I understand it too. Yeah, it put everyone right in the frame of mind for a game of rugby league.
It certainly did.
Didn't it?
It certainly did. And look, there's nothing...